Hi, my name is Helen. I'm going to take you through a full body weights workout, so a dumbbell workout. You need, please, two sets. You need a set of dumbbells, preferably medium to heavy. It's a weight that we want to be able to get over our head, and at the same time, we're going to work on the legs. If you have the option and you've got a kind of a light to medium weight for the upper body and a heavier weight for the lower body, perfect. But I appreciate that most of us, the only reason I have options is because it's my job, and most of us don't have that. So not to worry if you don't. If you do, it's very quick transitions between upper and lower. So just be mindful to be careful and safe as you're putting out and putting down. And also that's why I say 20 minutes getting it out, medium to heavy is good. And let's start with the warm up. So we're going to just start by moving the feet just a little bit and just slow circles of the arms. And circle back in the other direction. Every effort we do today is only over 30 seconds. I love 30-second efforts. You know, you just get in, you can go quite hard, and then it's done with. Side bends, reach up and bend to the side and switch sides. You can just put your hand on your hip or just reach down the leg. Now, everything we do, please make sure you move within your abilities. If you're feeling pain, it's wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it might just be that you need to modify, reduce your range, reduce your weight, or go something slightly different. Swing the arms forward and back so you get that dynamic stretch with the chest to the back. We should never feel pain. Burning, yes. Discomfort, where like it's starting to be really challenging, maybe shaky legs, yes, absolutely. But pain, never. If you feel pain, probably just stop and maybe go check out and see someone. But for now, let's just keep getting pumped. Then sort of twist side to side. So you can either keep your hips stable and twist your upper body, or lift your heel and twist your whole body. See what feels good. A bit of both. Perfect. Squat into a side bend. So you're going to do a little squat and then reach up and side stretch. Squat, side stretch, other side. So your hips are coming back and down. And gradually, each squat, try and go just a little bit deeper. Keep squatting, and this time instead of bending, lift one leg out to the side, ever so slightly back. Squat again, other leg. So it's mostly to the side, just slightly drifting the leg backwards by squeezing the side of the bum. Starting to sit a bit deeper into the squat, and maybe we're at full range, butt in line with knees roughly. Make it a good morning. So fingertips on the temples, feet underneath your hips. Push your hips back, feel the stretch in the hamstring. Stand up, side bend. Do it again, push your hips back. Side stretch. You want to feel the stretch in the back of the legs and then the side of your body. And unlike the squat, the hips don't go down, they just go straight backwards, pushing away from your knees. Another good morning. And then side leg lift. Good morning. Side leg lift, other leg. Just noticed I've got a bit of a foot tan for my sandals. We're having a good summer this year. Come to the floor, please. Push up to your knees, so hands wider than the chest. You can do them in box, so the hips are over the knees, or you can work your hands further forward. They don't need to be deep just yet, and they definitely shouldn't be on your toes just yet, because again, we're just warming up, joints up, ready for necessarily doing full body weight push-ups. Come to kneeling, push your butt back towards your heels, reach your arms forward and up, capital I, out to the side, capital Y, to side, T. So forward, elbows by the ears, a little bit wider, wider again. Repeat, keeping the bum pushing back and the back flat, so starting to engage the back muscles, upper back and lower back. Push-ups again, please. This time, just like with the squats, try and go a little bit deeper. Lock your core. So make sure your hips aren't sagging down and up, and your back isn't coming into arching. Overly arching. And then lie down on your belly, squeeze your butt, lift your chest away from the floor, and lower your chest back down. Don't worry about how high you are, just start to feel the back muscles engage. And I'm hoping your body feels a little bit warmer and ready to work out. Perfect, push yourself up. Oh, right, we're going to do one side, then the other side, and then we're going to do a little blitz at the end, kind of working both sides and getting a little heart rate spike. So we'll be doing a hammer curl, which is like a bicep curl, but the palm turns inwards towards your thighs. Then keeping the weight in that hand, that same leg will go back to a static lunge, down and up with the leg. Then we'll go single arm shoulder press, and then single arm will step back again and row, and then into a side bend, so all on one side. So grab your weight in your right hand, hammer curl, curl up towards your shoulder, and lower back down to straight arm. Keep your elbow underneath your shoulder. Your left arm can be on the hip, dangling by your side, out to the side as a counterbalance. We're aiming to keep your elbows in position, so they'll want to drift forward and back to make it easier. I'm going to try and pin it underneath your shoulder. The more still you can keep your elbow joint, the more you're going to isolate your bicep. Perfect. Keep the weight in your right hand. Step your right leg back, landing on the ball of the foot. Square hips towards me and drop the knee towards the floor. Stand back up, down and up. The weight's going to be trying to pull you in one direction. You're trying to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips and chest square to the front. Now have a quick look at the front knee and the back knee, to be fair. They might be buckling inwards. We'll just gently push them out. That's why we did all those side leg raises. Perfect. Step in. Take the weight up onto your shoulder. Same here with the right hand. See where it feels good. Press and bring back down to the shoulder. Press back to the shoulder. This is where you might have wanted that option to go heavier, lighter. It's only a 5-second gap. What I'm hoping is the weight still feels heavy, but you can get it up. And if you're struggling to get it up, bend your legs and push with your legs. So use your legs to help thrust it up, but try and control it back down. Perfect. Take the arm back down. Step your right foot way back, further back than before. Lean forward and now pull the dumbbell towards your hip and straighten the arm again. Pull it towards your hip and straighten. So pulling and working the back of the body. Left arm can be hip, side, counterbalance, whatever you need. But you should really feel your left quad and bum working to keep you stable. So working the legs and the back. I don't know if that's a sneeze or a dog. Step in, keep the weight in your right hand, bring your left fingertips to your temples, bend to your right, stand back up. Bend to your right, stand back up. Feel the stretch in the side of your waist, and then it squeezes you to stand you up again. So starting to work into our side waist. We will be switching sides after this. There's next to no break, but there is a little time if you need a grip break. Now, if you are ever struggling and you need grip breaks, you need to put it down. Put it down. Just notice how you are now and keep going and trying this workout until you can do it without a grip break. Well done. When you're ready, you switch arms. Now, if you are right-handed or need to do right side, this will be harder. So sorry, because it's now your left side. If you're left-handed, you're winning. So curling up and lowering back down again. And it should be, again, that I'm hoping that you've got a weight that you can do this, but if you're struggling to pin the elbow and you're needing to use a little bit of a swing, that's fine. So try and, maybe use your body to help but control the down again. So maybe your body to help but control the down. The main thing is if you find you're needing to use a lot of momentum right at the start, the weight is too heavy for you. So use like household objects or something if you need to make it a little bit lighter. Static lunge, so the left leg's going to go back, landing on the ball of the foot, square hips, bend the knee, push back up, drop it towards the floor, push back up. Checking again that we're holding, whenever we're doing unilateral work, meaning kind of holding your weight on one side or working one side more than the other, we're attempting to try and be as level as possible. So this is trying to pull us out of wonk, it's trying to make us wonky, and we're trying to be unwonky. That's all I've got. Unwonky. We want to do wonk. That's the professional term. Step in, work it up onto your shoulder. Right arm wherever you need to counterbalance, and you press and bring back down. So nudge it if you need to. But like I said, if you had to do it from the very first rep, that's where either investing in some lighter dumbbells or just gathering around lighter household objects. Bottles of wine, bottles of water tend to be Sometimes lighter, or you've got cans if you need lighter again. Perfect. Keep it in the left hand, set the left foot back and then further back if you can. So really far back, lean forward and pull and release, pull and release. You keep your right knee over your right heel, but then push your bum back. And the further back you go, the lower you're going to be and the more you're going to challenge your right leg. So if you need to be, you step in a little bit closer. We're hoping for a straight line from the heel to the top of the head. Perfect. Keeping the weight in the left hand. Right fingertips to the temples. Side bend. Trying to make sure we're working in one plane, meaning that we're not going forwards and to the side, but just to the side. Oh, that is 2 rounds already done. We get a bigger break after this. And then we're going to blitz 2 more rounds and it's all over. So how far can you bend and stretch? Perfect, well done. Get rid of your weight, have a little grip break, a little sip of water if you would like. So next one again, it's 30 seconds each exercise. We'll do 4 exercises. Most of them are designed to get the heart rate up a little bit more. So you do a squat and a press, so the weight's going to be on the shoulders. And you do a squat, and as you're coming up, you press up. So rather than a squat, then a press, it's simultaneously everything up, everything down, everything up, everything down. I've not blitzed it for the next one. The next one will be a hinge into a high pull, and then we'll have to go through from there. So get your weights up on your shoulders, please. Feet a bit wider than hips. Drop your hips into squat. From there, press to the ceiling. Squat, press, squat, press. Try and go from low to high without pausing in the middle. You need a big brace of your belly. Now, if it's too much, use just one dumbbell and hold either end. But if you were able to do a single arm, I'm hoping you're able to do both dumbbells for this one. And hopefully, give your heart rate starting to lift every time you lift the weights. Perfect. Palms by your thighs, please. Palms facing your thighs. Hinge. And then as you stand, pull. So again, it's hinge and pull. So your hips go back but not down. And then as you drive your hips forward, pull your elbows high and wide. So working the back of the legs, your hamstrings, and the top of the shoulders. Trying to use a little bit of momentum to help the weight come up as you propel your hips forward. Nice, going to a sumo squat with bicep curl. So take your feet really wide, toes out, palms forward this time. Squat down, and we're curling up and lowering down. Curl up and lower down. If you find you haven't got space, you can go to the hammer curl again with the palms faced inwards. Now your squat hold, you're trying to get your hips back as well as just down. So not like this, push your hips right back. Keep your spine as long as you can. And then how low can you squat? Aiming for a line with knees. Perfect. 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. We're just going to swing them back as your hips go back and let them swing forward. The biggest focus here is the swing to the back. Now you can have the weight either side of your legs. You can swing them through the legs. Or you can use 1 dumbbell if it's feeling a little bit tricky. But you don't have to worry about how high your weight goes up, but instead really focus on the hips being driven back and quickly popping forwards. Got 3 seconds. And we do it all again. 1 more round, we're done. Getting sweaty, I hope. Weights onto the shoulders. Squat. Press. Remember, everything is only 30 seconds. And this final bit is designed to ramp your heart rate up. So if you're feeling breathless, if you're feeling your body is fatiguing, it's perfect. That is the goal. Perfect. RDL with a high pull, feet underneath hips, a little bit more narrow, toes forward, hinge, pull. So 2 of these exercises are working more squats. 2 is your hip drive. If you've seen Legally Blonde, it's like the bend and snap. So you bend and snap. This literally is with a hand pull as well. Bend, snap. I think they do. Picking up a pen and then hands under the boobs. So it's not literally it, but it's close. Same motion. Hold your sumo squat. Toes out. Feet as wide as you can get them. But at the bottom, you're hoping that your knees are over your ankles. So if you're finding they're way out here, you've gone too wide. So you want to be able to really turn the knees up, press the knees out to get in. Depending on your flexibility, will depend on how wide you can get your knees, and probably also how deep you can squat. Everyone just try and go for the final few seconds a little bit lower, hips just a little bit further back. Keep your chest up so you can see me. Perfect. 1 or 2 dumbbells. And swing through. Snap, snap, snap. It shouldn't be a shoulder workout. It's the back of the body workout. Oh, I prefer by my side. It's a rapid bend and snap. Rapid. Final 5 seconds, and then you're totally done apart from the stretch. Don't leave me for the stretch. And relax. Catch your breath. I often trip on my dumbbells. I put them down and leave them there. So if you need to move out the way, please do. We're going to do a really quick stretch. Totally free to leave. So pace your feet a little bit and stretch your shoulders. Take one arm across. Hold on wherever's comfortable. You're going to feel the stretch come into the shoulder joint here. Keep your feet moving because I'm hoping you're a little bit breathless there. A gentle movement is going to help bring the heart rate back closer to resting. Stretching, we work these muscles so they got tighter. We want to try and encourage them to relax again and not stay in that tightened position. Helps also with muscle soreness and potentially injury prevention. Switch arms. I'm so puffed. There's only 3 minutes left. Don't run away. I'm so sweaty. Na 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 na. Start exaggerating your out breath to help encourage your heart rate down. Perfect. Take your hands out to the side. Flex the hands, pull the fingers back, and then turn the thumbs upside down. And this should feel like a wriggling out feeling of your biceps. It's quite a hard muscle to stretch, so keep pulling the fingers back as you ring, and then switch directions. Ring out the other way. And yeah, keep pulling the fingers back so that stretch into the forearm, which connects into your bicep, which helps get that stretch. Now stretch your back, link your fingers in front, tuck your chin in, and then push your hands forward and out. And you can round your upper back. And if you keep pulling your elbows apart as you push your hands forward, you should feel that stretch across your upper back and your shoulder blades. And your back worked quite hard. We did rows, which specifically isolated it, but holding it up in the squat and press, maybe a little bit in the swings. Nice, stretch your quads, hold on to something if you need to. Find your balance, pull the heel in towards the bum. Tuck your pelvis gently under so you feel the stretch into the thigh, up into the hip. And hopefully what you've noticed if you've hung about, and thank you, well done, is that your heart rate is starting to return a little bit closer to normal. Hopefully maybe even feeling some of those feel good endorphins from being like, yes, I did it, go me. Switch your legs. Switch your leg, switch your legs. I think I've always said legs, but leg is making sense to me right now. Na 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 na. And release it. Just fold your body forwards. You can bend your knees as much as you need, let your back dangle down, tuck your chin, feel the stretch on the back of your legs, all the way into your lower back. And then roll up, make sure your head's the last thing to arrive up. Breathe in as you come up and have a little shake off. Always give yourself praise for having just done that. Give yourself a pat on the back, a round of applause, a little gold star, whatever it is that you do to celebrate yourself having done it. Press play, worked out, got to the end. Really well done. If you've got any questions or feedback, or you just want to write little notes of what you got to in the comments, I love seeing it. Love seeing how you get on. Oh, my nails are chipped. Ew. Anyway, thank you for training with me. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully see you for another workout, or you see me.